Hey YouTubers, I hope I enjoy about to show you today. Hey, today's the new virtual post raising vortex. Yes, we've got some good new support. Yes, so we have got two side thread gamma with a driver. Yep, to start with. Yep, this is your negation, the stop monster effects and all that stuff. And sometimes the gamma and the driver are actually good as synchro father. So they're good as the gammas are good. The drivers are rank 6 in this deck. So rank 6 are actually quite prime for some situation. You want to use a rank 6, which is pretty cool and pretty good, which would be good in some situation, which is cool. This is just for negation at the end of the day. Yep, which is cool, which is good. Yep, which is good about this deck. Yep, which is cool. Yep. Next is Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Yes, this card is a negation. It's a good hand trap. It stops summoning from the deck. This deck doesn't need it so much, but it stops summoning from the deck, the grave, and gets you. And sometimes you need an extra as a tuner. Yeah, some situation which would be cool, which is good, which is nice, which is cool, which is nice and stuff like that. Oh, which is cool. Next is Farfa. Yes, Farfa. If you're wondering why we're playing this, it's because there's Beatrice in the deck, and I want to send this as an extra material just to have an extra removal, which would be pretty cool, which is pretty good. This card's excellent in this deck because, but you just want to send it off Beatrice to get that extra removal, which is cool, which is good in some situations, which is good. Yep, which is cool. Yep. Next we play 3 veteran Yon Chai, Yon Chin, Yon Yin. This is just basically your level 1. This is basically your normal summon off your deck. Or it comes to your extender sometimes also. So you normal summon your extender. Most of the times it's your extender because you get a level 3. You can special summon this card on the field, which is cool, which is nice. But don't forget, if you use it for a single tier, it will vanish itself and it comes to Chin, which is cool, which is nice. But very often you want this as extender, not as a starter card, okay? Next we play Virtual Chain Lee. He basically sends you a virtual world with different names of monster, spell, trap, deck to graver. And everyone you don't send, you out one. So if you send a monster, you send a spell, for example. Oh, he does, okay? He's very good, he's very powerful, it's good when he needs to. He's also a good beta, 1800, so he's also, if you need a good beta, he's pretty good at that too. He's a good level 6, he does what he needs to do, which is cool, which is good. Next is Virtual World Shen Hong Yulu. Okay? This one basically just sends one to the grave, yep, same as the level 6. And you add one to the one you didn't send to your hand, which is cool, which is good. They all have this condition, by the way. All virtual have this special condition. If it's you can't special run anything else in the extra except level 3 or higher. Okay, so not from the main deck. The main deck is fine, but if you summon in from the extra deck, you can't do your links. You can do synchro, you can do links, you can do fusion, which is cool, which is good. Yep. Yep, you can do everything else. This card's at 3 because this is your starter card. It's your always your starter card and your standard is 1 card. It's your starter card always because you're always going to get to the trap, which is cool, which is good, which is nice, which is cool. Yep. Next is 2 Virtual World Crad Drawn. Yep. This one sends a Virtual World card from your deck to graveyard or whatever one you send, and then also you get to add it back to your hand, so you can add one back to your hand, which is cool, which is nice. So this one's pretty good because it just sets you up for plays, which is cool, which is good. It's very good. This guy, it sets you up for the next card, it sets you up for the turn, which is good. Yep. Next is Virtual Road Lulu. Yep. So this one basically you send spell and trap. Yep, as like all virtuals do, you send spells and traps. And then also you special summon 1 virtual from the ground with a different name you want to send. So if you send Lulu, for example, you summon level 3 one, for example, you send Zeda, yeah, instead, which is cool, which is good. This one sets you up. It's also a tuner, which is really handy. This one's just usually synchro alpha, and you're synchroning it away, or you're using it for Exceed, which is cool, which is good, which is nice about this card, which is good, yeah, which is very nice, yeah. And then the final the new one from Wayne was a Virtual World Rabbit Tutu. Okay, this one basically is the new one. So If you control no monsters or you have all psychic on the field, this card can be all worm. This card can be normal summon without Death Fusion. Okay? Declare. You can declare one psychic or worm type monster as this card is a tuner when this card leaves the field. And then that position comes in. This card's pretty good. This is just another name. Sometimes you need a normal summon with this card, which is good, which is cool. It's just another normal summon at the end of the day, which is good, which is cool, which is nice. Yep. Which is good. That's all the monsters. Yep. Next we've got the spell check. Next we've got Virtuosity Chain Long. Chai Long. Okay. This basically places a virtual world spell and trap from your deck onto the spell and trap card then. Okay, so what this card does basically goes, oh, there's a trap. Let me target. This basically does your whole entire setup and gets your combo all go. Yes, you don't use the other effects, you just use it for the combo, which is good, which is cool, which is nice. You just use it as a combo starter, and it's always the way you want to go. Yep. Next is Virtual Q Long. Okay, bounce this card to search virtual world. Yep, and you can target one virtual world in your graveyard or target one phase of monster negates effect. That effect doesn't come about, but occasionally that effect comes up. The what comes often more often is the search, and you just discard one, which is pretty cool, which is pretty good. It's a very good card. It's what the deck always needed. It's always a rotor. It's always very good and very powerful. Yeah. The always sender is always very good to send any spell trap to the grave, which is cool, which is good for this deck. It always sends a spell trap, which is good, which is cool. It helps you out for the situation. Depends what spells you need to send, whatever you need to set up, which ones you need to be a standard or your star card, which is good, which is cool. Yeah. Next is free tactical talents, because it's cool. Because sometimes you need the extra draw. You can take opponent's monster, which is cool. Sometimes you want to try the opponent's card, but most of the time you're gonna get the extra or take the monster, which is cool, which is good. Yeah, monster reborn just be the standard, just be the standard most of the time, which is cool, which is good. Therefore, if you need that extra boost need that starter card, which is cool, which is good, which is nice. And sometimes this is not always your normal summon, but this is always sometimes your starter card somehow, which is cool, which is good. Fairfish Avatar was done because this is for going second to white back row, and you need for out some back row for this sort of format because we are in the control format, which is cool, which is good. Yep. Next, now that's all the spells. Now the traps. There's only 4 traps, and there's a new one, Virtual Zone. Okay. The damage effect does not matter. Okay, it's this effect here. So you can summon one virtual from your graveyard, but you send one card and the effect's been negated. This is just a nicer standard. So most of the time you won't even place this on the field. You'll just put it. You will send it to the grave, which is cool, which is good, which is nice. So you just send it to the grave and then you just summon another virtual from your grave, which is cool. But you'll need this card, which is fine because most of the time you want to get rid of the cards anyway. And then we've got Virtual World Gate Chin. Okay, this one just vanishes to, puts back into the deck, yeah, and then destroys one card of the field, which is cool, which is good, and then you get the extra rank 3 if you need it, which is cool, which is good to make the rank 6s into rank 9s, which is cool, which is good for this deck, which is good, yeah, all that sort of stuff, which is cool, which is nice, yeah. That's the main deck for you. Now the extra. Next we'll play. So we're playing Divine Arsenal, AA Zeus, Sky Thunder. Yep, the best card of the extra deck. Literally, when you go in second, this goes on the field, and you're like, oh shoot! Bah! Yep, like a big explosion that goes off. Yep, which is cool, which is good. You summon this when you go in second, and this card's very good when you need it, which is good. Yep. Next we got Beatrice the Lady Eternal, yep, just to send off any burn abyss, which is cool, which is good. And you can make it first turn and use this effect, which is cool, which is good if you need the extra, which is good, which is cool, yep. Next is Tornado Bird, so Tornado Bird. This is just a nice negation if you end up with 2 of level 3s. This is the card you make to also help out with the situation, which is good, which is cool. It comes up occasionally, not very often, but when it does, it's very good. Yep. Next is 2 Truth in All Calamities. Yep. This card's excellent. It has negation. It's a card you always end on. Mainly most of what you be ending on, which is cool, which is good. Which is good. Yep. It's very good and very powerful. Yep. Next is Divine 3 beast high pirate to okay, this is 2 level 9. This is the new rank 9 for Blazing Vortex. When on either player's turn, when it's a card effect, quick effect, declare 1 monster type, monster, spells, or trap. They attach it on the opponent's turn. An opponent elevates a card effect, quick effect. You detach 1 spells, trap card of that name and negate and destroy. This is basically another negation. This card's pretty good. You won't make it very often, but occasionally this card might come up from some situations. It might bear in some situations and True King altogether in sometimes, but not all the time. But it's pretty good what it needs to do. Yep. Next is Phantom Strike Blast. This is just another thought of negation and a bit of burn. So if you have the time, if they go into time and they only have 1,000 left, this will win you game, which is cool, which is good. Yep. Phantom Fortress Carrier. This is just another. This gets rid of cards on the opponent's their control or in their hand or the graveyard, or puts cards opponent to the face of the field, which is cool, which is good. This card's very good when you need it, which is cool, which is good. Just something else, but when you can, it's good. Yep. 1-star task charge warrior. Yep. This is just another level 6 extender most of the time, and you get a nice draw, which is good, which is cool, which is nice. Yep. Next, which is good, which is cool. It can attack, but it could attack all monsters, but that doesn't come in very often. It's more often you just getting the draw and then having a sync criteria, which is cool. Next is Virtual Beast Jing Jing. This is basically a nice another way of removal, which is cool, which is good. It's good this card getting extra removal out, which is cool, which is nice. Yeah. Next we got Xiong Fan, Phantom of Yen Sen. This is basically want to get another tuner, which is cool, which is good. You don't usually use this card effect because you need Yen Sen, but you use the tuner effect, which is cool, which is good, which is nice. Yeah. Next is Cloud Castle. This is just a good level 9 to get more level 9s on the field to special summon, which is cool, which is good, which is nice about, which is good. Yep. Next is Cry Gargala Dragon Galarity. Yep, this card is more popping, it's more removal the end day, which is cool. It nice, gives you extra, which is good, which is cool. Oh, which is good about this card, which is good. Yep. And next is your final card of the profile is Virtual Qin Yin. Okay, this one it's just a magic cosmos on Lex, basically. It's a magic cosmos on Lex, and then you can manage 2 cards to get back, which is cool, which is good. It's a good card, it's very powerful, it does what it needs to do. It's a good floodgate at the end of the day, and then it's also a good beater because it's very good and very powerful. And it balances the card, which is super nice. Okay. I hope you enjoyed today. Subscribe and watch all. Share it on Facebook, on Instagram and Twitter. Yes, I'm on Twitter. I am negative for my COVID test, which is good. Yes, which is good. My passport picture's been sent. If you want to put my other passport, it was not accepted for some strange reason. So hopefully this one will get sent to this time. Things are getting good. We've got some more stuff coming up soon. I just got most of my Outreach stuff for Outreach Zoo for coming up soon, hopefully. Hope you enjoyed today. And subscribe and watch all, and see you all next time. Later, everybody.